Aquarius, welcome to your reading. So I'm going to start here with your current energy and see what is happening in your world. And your strength. What else do you need to know? What else is influencing this? I will say right now, Pluto and Aquarius, we're sitting in this energy for roughly 20 years. So we got 19 years left. For you, that does impact who you are as a person. You're a physical person. It shows up a lot in the astrology. It is showing up in your reading right now. I am not going to lie, but that's okay. Like the way that it's showing up is very positive. This is not going to be anything that's earth-shattering. It's all really positive. And so when I look at the bottom of the deck here, what I'm getting is the Justice card. Libra energy, more air energy. So this is a lot of balance, harmony in your life. We did just have the eclipse in the sign of Libra. And so that was on the 25th. The next one's on April 8th. So we're almost there. This kind of in-between time feels a little bit unsettling. But from your perspective, this is creating a lot of balance in your life, in your relationships. There's harmony that's kind of being restored in some areas. That's what this feels like for you. And that's not true for all the signs. Definitely not true for all the signs. Current energy, we have the Judgment card. So this is about making a final decision. Ace of Wands, what comes next? What actions do you want to take? That's what you're making a decision on. This is where you're kind of moving. And what you need to focus on, Five of Pentacles, there's something that you need to leave behind. It would have come up during the lunar eclipse, during this full moon that we had in Libra. And so something came to light, something that you need to move away from. And so it's going to, I'll see what additional details I get out of it when I clarify, but there is something that you need to leave behind. Could be this, Three of Swords. So past pain connected to some sort of relationship. This could have been a third party situation, but really at the end of the day, it's definitely some sort of heartbreak connected to a past. That could be some of what is kind of sparking your current. It's almost like you're moving through this energy, you're putting it behind you, you're dealing with the emotional traumas that came with it, and now you're kind of getting ready to move in a different direction and just take action that's going to put you on a better path. Because you can see it. This is all making a lot of sense to me now. In your strength position, so I had two cards that really wanted to come out. The first one was the Queen of Wands, but I knew she wasn't going to be alone. She came with the Devil. And so what the Devil is telling me is that when it comes to unhealthy attachments, unhealthy relationships, you can identify them quite clearly. You see them for what they are. The actions that you're going to take are going to be to step away from those unhealthy relationships, those unhealthy patterns when it comes to relationships. And I know I said it in one of the other readings, I just don't remember which one, but it's an instance where two people can be very healthy, very grounded, stable people, but together they are very toxic for each other. It's just coming down to some sort of simple incompatibility. And so when it comes to those red flags, you're going to be able to identify them right away. You're going to know that, you know what, you're a good person, great friend, we won't work as a couple. And then you're just going to move on. You're going to move on to the next person or whatever it is, whatever comes next. I do see strength showing up in your near future. Leo energy, more fire energy. You have a lot of wands showing up. This is about just finding that inner strength. So as you're moving through this, as you're putting the past behind you and you're trying to take these steps forward, it might feel a little uncomfortable for you to be able to do this or maybe do it so fast because this does feel like it's happening pretty quick. But with that eclipse that we just had in the sign of Libra, that is a fated event. So just kind of keep that in mind that those are meant to be fast moving circumstances. And when that comes to light, it is a requirement that you act immediately in whatever is being presented. So that was never going to play out in a slow manner, is my point. And this is where the Pluto and Aquarius is coming up for me, for you specifically. but for me as a reader, this is how I'm interpreting these cards. When I look at what else is influencing the situation, so this is really how the universe is shaping things up. And so what I got here was the Tower, but with the Three of Cups. And so there is going to be some sort of sudden change that takes place, and it may have already taken place, and it could be connected to that Libra eclipse that we just had. But what it was meant to do was remove anything that had you feeling unhappy, because it wanted to replace it with happiness here. It wanted to put you back into a better mental state, just being happy with your life, being around your friends, whatever it is that makes you happy. That was the goal of that Tower moment. Queen of Cups is showing up here as well. And so Queen of Cups is self-love. It is self-care. And so that's what's been taking place, is that it's almost like you weren't aware of the self-care that was needed, or maybe that you needed to take more care of yourself, whatever that self-care is for you. For everybody, it's a little bit different. It is a little bit different. For some people, it's exercise. I know that's what it is for me. For other people, it's like a spa day, or it's retail therapy, or it's just doing those things that you enjoy doing. Whatever it is that is your happy place, that's what the emphasis here is all about. And it's really getting you to not lose sight of that. Get back to that place. Stay in that headspace and in that heart space. Hopes or fears showing up. So we do have the Moon showing up here. This is about your emotional well-being. And it's very closely connected to this Queen of Cups energy, because that's what the cups do. They focus on your emotions. So really pay attention to how you feel during this entire eclipse season and even beyond, and really kind of tap into your feelings and make sure that you're acting in a way that aligns with what you want. Really prioritize that. Two of Swords is showing up in your potential outcome. And so this is really sitting at a crossroads, not really sure what path to choose. Let's see what additional details we get. Judgment, Ace of Wands. I'm getting the Lovers. So it is about a love connection here. You are making some sort of final decision to move in a different direction. You are putting the past behind you. So tell me about this Five of Pentacles here for Aquarius. Five of Swords. That's a lot of change happening. Five of Pentacles again. Yeah, this is all change. This is all about picking up the pieces, leaving the past behind you. The number 5 itself is all about change, but these cards specifically also indicate the same thing. And so really putting the past behind you. Five of Pentacles is out here twice, so really leave this out in the cold. Emotionally disconnect yourself from the situation. Physically remove yourself from the situation. Do not put any more effort, including your mental effort, into the situation. Break it. Break that connection. With the Three of Swords, I am getting the Emperor. So I have the Emperor and I have the Strength card showing up, and I have the Queen of Wands. So you have a lot of really strong fire. There is a lot of action that you are taking as it relates to putting this behind you. And so I do love to see that Emperor energy, because this is about making a decision and not letting anybody get you off course, not second guessing yourself. That Emperor doesn't second guess himself. Male or female is just the energy of the card, but that Emperor, it's Mars energy. It's the god of war. So the god of war does not sit around and second guess decisions that are made in the battlefield. This is somebody who would make a decision, move forward, and then not look back. With the Devil and the Queen of Wands, I'm getting the Chariot. So love to see that, because identifying those red flags, you're going to see them right away. A lot of success around it. It's going to prevent it's not going to prevent all future heartbreak, but what it will do is prevent whatever happened from happening again. With the Strength card, I am getting the Page of Wands. So taking a lot of strength, being able to move forward. Page of Wands is the start of a new chapter. It could even be some sort of conversation around the actions that you want to take, those first steps that you want to take after making a decision when it comes to love and romance. Tell me about the Three of Cups with the Tower. Death. Yeah, this is all transformation. This is literally Pluto. So yeah, you're transforming. It's an internal transformation that's taking place. It is about focusing on your own mental health and emotional health. With the Queen of Cups, I have the Star. So this is the healing energy. Focusing on your own self-love, self-care routine is what heals you from this heartache from the past, because that's when you start to get grounded in your own emotions. You start to understand emotionally why that happened, or why that wasn't the good fit for you, why this person wasn't a good fit for you, all of it. Tell me about the Moon. Page of Cups. Lots of conversation here. We have the Page of Wands, Page of Cups. So really, you want to talk about your feelings. You want to take action, move forward, and be open to some sort of new relationship here with that Page of Cups and the Moon. You want to be emotionally open. But I do see you sitting at this crossroads here. So Two of Swords, we have the Magician. So what is confusing here? Why is it you're unclear about which path forward is going to give you what you want? How do you identify which one is going to give you what you want? One more. Okay. So we have the Knight of Swords. So this is a fast-moving energy. This isn't really going to give you a lot of clarity around the situation, because the Knight is moving too fast to really understand the truth of the situation. We do also have the Six of Swords. So this is, again, movement. These two are movement cards, but right in the middle of the two was the Moon. And so you're really not going to get clarity on what your next steps are until we have the next eclipse. So the eclipse in the sign of Aries will have you prioritizing yourself during this eclipse. It is going to affect everyone a little bit differently. And so you'll know that because that eclipse is going to come with a lot of knowing. There's going to be a lot of awareness that's coming to the front, especially around old wounds. And so when it comes to this lack of clarity on the decision that you need to make on what is your path forward, you either have multiple paths that are going to give you exactly what you want, or there's going to be multiple options, and you need to be able to really clearly see which one is going to be the right one for you. You're going to get that clarity with that solar eclipse on the 8th. It's really going to start to become clear what you need to do. So Aquarius, this is your reading. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.